Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to coverage of the Leadfoot Racing League. Tonight is Hickory Motor Speedway as Elevated TV, CRN, and LFRL presents the next round of our Sunday night late model tour. I am Wesley Outland. Joined alongside is Tracy Brown. I see Scott Shive has been just meticulously in red marker crossed out. Red letter, Tracy Brown, like a scribble scrabble in training. I love it, Tracy. What's up, brother?
Hey, Wesley, how are you doing, sir?
I'm well, man. I'm well. It's been a very fun weekend. Hope everybody had a great, happy, and safe 4th of July. I still hope you got your fingers in your thumbs after Pyromania.
I was a little busy for that, and a little too old as well. So, yeah. I didn't take part in any of the fireworks. I did stand outside and see if I could see some, but nothing cleared the trees.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'm glad. I actually, I tell a friend of mine, Jackie, jokingly, you seen one, you seen them all. I'm pooped out when it comes to fireworks because I do all these races on 4th of July weekend, and you see all the fireworks and all the fireworks and all the fireworks, and then it's like, oh, okay, all right, good, okay. But it's awesome to see people show their patriotism and love for America, and it is great to be an American this time of year, especially after July 4th and the big, beautiful bill. I'm not going to get political. I'm going to be a good boy, and we're going to go now and give you the starting lineup so we get ready to go racing here tonight at Hickory. It is the July 4th Spectacular on this Sunday night, and here's a look at the starting lineup. Qualifying has just concluded, and, of course, the tricked out decals fast qualifier is Aiden Neese, driver of the number 45. Jeffrey Comer to his outside. Tanner Carter, Stephen Luttrell will make up row number 2. We've got Landon Farmer and Landon Burbage, the Landon row 3 at Hickory for 5th and 6th. Matthew Fastnot, Bruce Pearson will start in the number 8 position. And look who has popped in, late arrival from the rear. Tracy going for 5 in a row, 5 for 5. It's Justin Brooks. We'll see what he can do. The field's rolling.
Oh, yes, sir. And let's see. Aiden Neese has got the pole here, which he's showing car number 24, but he's actually being scored as car number 45. So we need to take that into account. And Wesley, before I forget to tell you, help me remember to throw a caution on lap 40 for the stage break.
Break will be at lap 40. That's, of course, the stage break that is coming up at lap 40, presented by 213 Similar. So there you go. Throw a caution at lap 40, my friend.
Okay, appreciate it. Maybe between the both of us we can remember to do it.
125 laps the distance as the field makes their way off of turn 4, the birthplace of NASCAR stars. Pace cars in, green flag out. We are underway. I don't have the sound of the cars. Can you change my... I don't have the sound. I don't know where's the car with the rumble of the cars. Maybe I don't have it. I don't know. Anyhow, we're underway. It's just starting this race, lap number 1 of 125. And currently out in front right now. I think it's the different screen that you give me. When it's live, audience. I apologize. But I think it's the screen you give me without all the graphics on it. It's just the Iracing screen itself that I like to have with the sound.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to give me some sound in here then.
There we go. Sorry, that damn Wesley is so picky. I said... Aiden Neese is in the lead. I just like the rumble of the cars, Tracy. I'm sorry, man. I'm a realist.
Hey.
The audience is hearing the rumble of the cars, and I hear nothing but just the dulcet tones of me, and I'm sick of hearing me all weekend.
Well, I tell you what, you take care of the race. Let me know if anybody wrecks, and, man, I'm going to be seeing if I can't work on this and get you some sound.
There you go. Well, right now we're working on lap number 5. That is Aiden Neese in the lead. Car 45 on time and scoring, but it is the 24 machine up in front right now as we are just getting started again with the 4th of July Spectacular. I want to let everybody know that due to a family incident with, crackheads and copper getting stolen, wiring getting stolen, and Cody Deemer's also having recovering from a concussion. We did work a race with him last Friday night. with the Thunder Road Harley-Davidson 200 that we had to postpone the big 2-day 4th of July Hickory race. We're working on a scheduled date for that, but we'll get back with you on something to make it up for everybody, as it was supposed to be last night and tonight, the big race, but unfortunately it is just tonight only, just Hickory and Tracy. Well, actually, I'm sorry, you're still working on something behind the scenes. By the way, 30 laps to lap 40, just letting you know. But anyhow, the leader out in front right now is the driver of Aiden Neese, Tanner Carter. Justin Brooks, by the way, I think he's a no-show. He didn't show up right now. He is in ninth. He's not being showed on time and it's scoring. That means we're going to have a first-time winner on the series, and it's not going to be Justin Brooks. Aiden Neese leading it right now over Tanner Carter, Landon Farmer, Matthew Fastnot, and everybody just for the time being single file working around the racetrack here as we put lap number 12 of 125 laps on the board. This is the 213 Simware stage break on lap number 40. They will get a caution. And right now, everybody is kind of patiently working around the racetrack. They are single file as they put another lap on the board here. Very, very quiet start of things right now as they work their way back.
Literally,
off of turn 4. Yeah, but fast laps. Yeah, very quiet. Yeah, you're exactly right. Pardon the pun.
Well, Wesley, I tell you what, during the stage break, man, I think I might have to cut the feed to you and try to redo it again, see if we can't get some sound going. So if you need me to chime in with some motor noise, just let me know.
Yeah, just
exactly.
I'll provide the noise, you provide the commentary, Tracy. Or we'll flip-flop it there.
So. I don't know about that. I'm better at noise than the commentary, man.
Hey, by the way, can we give a shout-out to our buddy, one of our colleagues, Jacob Reeves, the redneck announcer? He and his wife, Taylor, are on the way to the hospital in Georgia, and they are about to induce labor for an upcoming baby, a new addition to the family. How about that?
Oh, man. Well, congratulations, Mr. Reeves.
That's why the redneck announcer Jacob Reeves not able to be here tonight. And Scott Shive, I don't know where he's been at. He's been playing hooky with us for the last 3-4 broadcasts. I don't know. I'm gonna start getting double pay. Freedom 125 presented by Eastern Technical Design for Nations Night on Elevated TV and CRN. And right now in the early going, as we're heading to the midway point of the first stage, it has been all Aiden Neese. I got a feeling, Tracy, Aiden Neese might get this win tonight, man. Right now, he's comfortably up in front, closing in on lap traffic, and the biggest nemesis he's got to fight all year so far, Mr. Justin Brooks, nowhere to be found.
Yeah, and he very well may bring it home, but I'm here to tell you, Tanner Carter always seems to have a way of kind of, near the end of the race, starting to find his way to the front. So I wouldn't count him out just yet, but Aiden definitely looks like he's rolling around here pretty fast right now.
Looks really, really good right now. It's again the Freedom 125 Nations Night here for our Independence Day weekend wrap up. Everybody had a great Independence Day weekend. I had a fun time calling racing, Tracy. Called Cars Tour, Smart Modifieds, the big Daggett, Schuler, Attorney at Law, Rusty Hart Memorial at Caraway. Scheduled to do some races down in Georgia. They got rained out, got home last night. And what do you know? Tropical Storm Chantel is on our back door with wind and rain all day today. So after I did the Australian eNASCAR event at 8 p.m. Australia time, 6 a.m. Eastern this morning, our time, I crawled into bed, man, and just listened to the rain on the roof. The fiddler on the roof. I listened to the rain on the roof all day.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, absolutely. I guess you had alerts turned off on your phone. We had a couple of tornado warnings in the area, and maybe you just slept right through it.
Anywhere, but I did see Elm City got hit with a tornado, possibly. Lee County. And by the way, I want to say I'm thinking about another friend of mine in the Raleigh area. It was on the news, and people might not know this in the racing industry, but Aiden Ziedrich, who's a very good friend of mine, the Ziedrich family from the Bandolero racing world, in real racing. They were the house that had the big fire in Raleigh last night, Tracy, that was all over the news. And they lost everything.
Oh, my goodness.
My heart and soul goes out to Aiden Ziedrich and the entire family, and I know that I can't find the best words of comfort to say because they've lost everything, except all I can say is, houses, cars, material things can be replaced. Bodies, lives, family can't. And thank God that they were able to get out of the house safely. They'll be able to rebuild, and I think they're doing a GoFundMe page. Just look up Aiden Ziedrich on social media, and if you want to make a donation to help that awesome group family out of Raleigh, I'm sure they'll definitely appreciate it, my friend. And I wasn't trying to throw out a public service announcement, but they are our racing brothers and sisters in the community for sure.
Oh, absolutely, Wesley, and I have to apologize because I had to work this morning, so I didn't get a chance to check the news, but that is certainly heartbreaking. And I've had some friends personally have lost a home like that before, and it's just a sad situation, but it's just like you said, all the material things can be replaced. So just thank goodness everybody's okay. That's the biggest thing.
That's exactly right. Is right now we see Aiden Neese continue, pardon the pun, Aiden Ziedrich, I guess I had them on my mind for sure. So Aiden Neese continuing to stay out in front and leading the way, leading towards our competition caution. That'll be coming up in about 7 laps from now. And Aiden Neese, Tanner Carter, Landon Farmer, and right now, Tracy, everybody just single file around the racetrack. They're being nice there.
Here comes Tanner Carter. I don't know what's going on with Aiden Neese. I'm not sure if he's trying to paint the wall with the rubber in his right front or what, but he has really been clobbering the wall for several laps in a row now. And here comes Tanner Carter looking to the inside, maybe hoping to take the lead before the stage break.
Oh, and by the way, this is this is not a dirt late model, so you're not trying to rip the lip and bounce off the boards, if you will. That's not good for that car.
I would recommend staying away from the cushion here on this particular track. And it looks like he was in the wall again. So they're running side by side with he and Tanner Carter. Oh, it gets a little bit loose there too. I'm not sure what's going on there with Aiden.
Unbelievable. Look at Tanner Carter now, the new leader. Carter's up in front.
Yeah, Tanner always does a really good job. He's sneaky fast. He does run up front a lot, but even if he's in the back, you have to look out for him by the end of the race.
And we are closing in on the final laps remaining of the stage, the 213 Simware stage break. There will be a caution coming out here in just a moment, as this is the final lap of stage number 1 in the race before the competition caution at lap number 40. They'll work their way to the start-finish line, this time by Tanner Carter is the man that leads the way. Tanner Carter, Aiden Neese, Landon Farmer coming to the line. Caution is out, and that will wrap up the first 40 laps, and it is always presented by 213 Simware. 213 Simware, where virtual racing meets real-world style. Pick up your LFRL merchandise and represent the LFRL with your favorite driver or team apparel in the LFRL store. That's 213simware.com. I got to get some rumbles and noise in my life. We're going to take a break. We're back with more for stage 2 and the finish at Hickory when we come back at the Freedom 125. I got cars. I got rumble. I got engine. Tracy, you're no longer an interim announcer in training. You're definitely a veteran producer. Another tally on your mark as we go back to green. Here in Hickory, Freedom 125.
Oh, my goodness.
And yes, there's a rumble of race cars, and we got cover around. Caution out just after the restart. And that will be the first on-track incident of the race. That'll put us under A. Blue line soft wash. Caution, there's a look at the replay.
Yeah, it looked like
Tracy, it looked like he had some help. Comer had help, and around he goes. Luckily, it doesn't look like he's got that much damage on the 0-2.
Yeah, exactly. That was just a nice little lazy little spin, but still early enough in the race where he can recover from it.
So, the yellow flag again presented by Blue Line Soft Wash. The restart zone is the Community Radio Network. The stage break was presented by 213 Software. And we mentioned, obviously, the title sponsor, Easton Technical Design, for the Freedom 125 tonight. 4Wide Motorsports, sponsor of the green flag coming up. And already Aiden Neese pocketing money from Tricked Out Decals as the Pole Award sponsor.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to try something here. I'm not sure if you're going to catch an echo or not, Wesley, but I'm trying to broadcast my mic to you and to the viewing world on YouTube here. So is this driving you too crazy?
No, sir. You sound perfectly clear.
Okay, I'm
Your
not
voice
sure.
is better than mine. Your voice is better than mine. That's all I'm going to say.
I would not go that far, Wesley. Come on now. Oh, by the way, want to give a shout out to Landon Brown. He's at his grandparents' home watching this on YouTube since the crackhead took the internet cables with him there.
Oh,
and Matthew gets a little boost getting into turn 1 from Aiden Neese. I'm not sure if Aiden went in. He found, his damage is cleared up, so he must have performed a fast repair there, and so he's ready to roll again.
back underway here at Hickory, the Freedom 125. Boy, they're calling for storms from Tropical Storm Chantel and 91 degrees tomorrow. Can you imagine that? My goodness.
Man, I figured those low pressure cells would kind of clean out everything, and
that ain't happening.
So I'm getting a little response here in the background saying that the paints aren't refreshed. So I'll see if I can't work on that as well.
How do you do that? You found the sound of cars. How do you refresh your life? Trading paints. Well, that's making paints disappear. You don't control that. That's a little ink and blink and nod for Tanner Carter. Now, if you start to, oh, there they go. Everybody's going great. There they go. Maybe not. Carter, Neese, fast on in Burbage by the left. There's up the hill. Aiden Neese around Carter to go back to the lead. Is that the right wrap jobs now? Maybe.
Well, it's as right as I can do. I have run into issues in the past where if you wait too late to upload trading paint, sometimes it kind of takes it a while to propagate to everybody. Excuse me. So although they could,
tonight's word of the broadcast, everybody, is propagate.
So someone could have uploaded the paint. It's in Trading Paint's hands, and they have yet to make it available to the rest of the world.
Propagate. Provigate. Propagate.
I couldn't tell you if that's the right spelling or not. It sounded really good.
That's the Leadfoot Racing League spelling bee. Right now, Aiden Neese got back around Tanner Carter as we're closing on the halfway mark of this race so far. Just 17 minutes into it, and already closing in on the cross flags. And I'll tell you what, Aiden had a good car, and then we saw Tanner Carter slip up just a little bit, got around him. Aiden Neese got it back.
Yeah, he's got it back for right now. I hope he learned something before the stage break there, because if he didn't, and he starts painting the walls again with that right front like that, Tanner is going to be right back on him here real shortly.
Tonight's race of the Freedom 125 for the Leadfoot Racing League is presented by Eastern Technical Designs, Blue Line Soft Wash. Thank you also to W Energy, Tricked Out Decals, 213 Simware, Community Radio Network, 87.9 FM, and anywhere at wearecrn.com, and the Tar River Equipment. You can all them Tar River Environmental. Tar River Environmental. Over them. Thank you. As right now we are halfway home, second half of the race. And I'll tell you what, Tracy Brown, it has been all Aiden Neese, with the exception of that one time Tanner Carter got around him. And now Aiden Neese has put that car in stealth mode. Boy, Kryptonite is the second back as the 24 is leading the way.
Well, I tell you what, Wesley, I know Aiden has been very fast on every track that we've been to. However, if I were a betting man right now, my money would be on Tanner Carter. He is just very good at saving his tires, and I'm a little bit concerned with Aiden, the way that he has tagged the wall a few times there. So we will see. But he has stretched out a pretty good lead right now. So, hey, you get out far enough, you know, you can let off the throttle and not drive it quite as hard.
And waiting patiently is Matthew Fastnaw, trying to, if you will, make the proverbial climb to get into position there. And got Landon Farmer right behind him.
Yes, sir. We're going to, these guys right here, they are good enough, and I've raced with them enough to know, and I've used the same type of strategy, especially on Hickory. You know, it's very abrasive, bumpy track. You just can't afford to let it all hang out until about 30 laps or so.
By the way, to answer your question, FWM-TV, that is Tracy Brown in the booth calling the race. Yes, it is. There you go.
Yeah, I'd love to chat with all my fans, but unfortunately every finger I've got and all 30 screens are full of data here, and it's all I can do to just keep it in control.
Hey, at least you ain't lagging no more.
Yeah, but you know, my broadcasters, they're kind of picky these days, so I got to look after them. Takes a lot of work, Wesley.
It's hurt.
Oh, my goodness.
Fast not up the hill.
Yeah, Landon Farmer got into and moved Fastnot up the hill, and there may be some retaliation coming here. But, you know, the way I look at it is if you're faster, then you don't have to worry about the guy from behind hitting you. So we're going to see right now, you know, Matthew might have had to do whatever it was he had to do to kind of start, more or less just, you know, move him up the track a little bit so he can get moving on up towards the front, because this thing has a green flag feel to it to me.
Yeah, the question is, will we see that green flag run to the finish? As all the while we are closing in on lap number 78 of 125 laps.
Oh, they're clicking off fast tonight.
They're flying. Hey, by the way, don't forget, I think Tracy's joining me in the booth. Wednesday night, we are doing the virtual Slinger Nationals from Slinger Super Speedway. Remember the big race, the 45th annual Slinger Nationals. The real race is Tuesday night on Flow Racing. Or AI version, super late models on a quarter mile, home of the cheese curds and poutine and the Packers. You cheeseheads, we're going to be there at Slinger this Wednesday night, Tracy. That's going to be awesome, dude.
Yes, it will. And I've only ran that track one time, Wesley, and I'm here to tell you, me and my buddies kind of think the best thing can be done with that place is filled in, turn it into a fast pond. So I am very interested in seeing how somebody that knows what they're doing can get around that track, because it is an absolute beast of a track.
Well, the good thing for you, you're in the booth. So you just call the chaos and mayhem shenanigans.
I don't think that's going to be a boring race. I don't see that thing going green the whole way. Those guys may be good, but I'm here to tell you that track for late models is worse than Darlington for the Cup cars.
Especially when they start 36 super late models on that quarter mile. That's what's going to be a damn, a cakewalk not in itself. Like, really, I mean, 36 cars at a quarter mile. Give it, 4 laps at full song, and you're catching the tail end of the field.
Wesley, I don't even know if they can take the green without passing a lap car. That track is so small. But once they get rolling around there, man, it's just going to be like a circus act. Because with the banking and speed that track has, and especially with the super late models, it's going to be fun.
Bruce Pearson chiming in. He says, sorry, guys. Hailstorm just came through Denver and shut everything down, bouncing the 22 out of the race and just got restarted. Rats. Tough break there, Bruce. Man, and by the way, don't forget, championship night is for FWM ARCA East on Monday, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir. It sure is. I'll be producing that one as well. And I'm not sure. I think that Hunter Carlson may have the points locked up, but honestly, I haven't really paid that much attention to the points. I've just seen some few messages on Discord. So, hey, everybody needs to show up tomorrow night so we can find out together.
Yes, sir. Starting to watch some of that rubber build up and start to bounce off the tires as they work their way around the racetrack, and look at the bounce off the wall. Nice.
Wesley, I don't think Aiden's going to be able to make it. He's already starting to slide those tires getting into the corners. He's scraping the wall coming off. And I'm here to tell you, I know for sure Tanner's been saving. And we've got, 33 laps to go, I think. Boy, this is going to be close.
At the line, 33 to go, working lap number 92 of 125. 2 cautions so far in the race, 1 for the end of the stage. And then, of course, an incident happening where Comer spinning off of turn 4 on a restart. They both pitted the last time on lap 42. Aiden Nice now overusing that 42 lap mark. So he's already surpassed the 42 lap run on these new tires as we head towards lap 100 and a handful of laps. Right now, it's Aiden Nice and Tanner Carter in hot pursuit. There's Landon Farmer. He had to fight his way around Fastnut to get that spot. Now he wrestles with Burbage. Burbage in the Mobile One colors from Washington, North Carolina. And that is a driver that is a lap down. Also, Comer and Pearson out. Justin Brooks is not here. That means there will not be a 5-time in a row winner. Aiden Nice trying to win here, or somebody for that matter, at Hickory at the Freedom 125 now, Tracy.
Oh, man, I tell you what, Wesley, between the leaders going around the lap cars and everything, and, Aiden Nice scraping the wall, we've got Landon Burbage. Looks like he's got a little damage on his right front. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting, or at least I would be wondering how many guys here are hoping for a caution and how many guys are just praying that it will not come out. And I'm not really sure which boat Aiden is on.
Closing in on a century grind here at Hickory. By the way, another shameless plug. We have a lot of friends and crew members, drivers that run on the ZMAX Cars Tour that run in the LFRL as well. Coming up in August at Hickory Motor Speedway. The $50,000 to win late model stock car race. A $30,000 to win pro late model race. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Flow Racing and more, putting up $250,000 in one night in late model racing. Unbelievable.
Oh, man, that will be exciting. I bet that'll draw some cars in as well.
And I hopefully, fingers crossed, will be a part of the broadcast crew for that, because me and Kip Childress, the series director of the car store, were texting about that after chatting about it at Caraway on Wednesday at the Firecracker 265. Texting today while we were talking about Shane Van Gisbergen winning.
Oh my goodness,
at...
Landon Burbage is in the wall.
Oh,
sorry,
Burbage
Wesley.
in the wall! No, it's fine. We were chatting about it, about this big race at Hickory, like we have tonight's Freedom 125, so maybe I'll be a part of it. Caution is out. Washington, North Carolina's Landon Burbage in the fence on lap 101. Not 101 Dalmatians, one race car, hard into the wall, a tire equalized, or the throttle hung on the Mobil 19 there.
I think that's going to be a flat tire, Wesley, and I'm not sure what he's going to do, because I'm pretty sure he's already pitted earlier and taken on tires, and it's going to look like he's going to come up about 20 laps short. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, and by the way, while we're under caution, if you want to just text Kip, and if he needs a third person in the booth, hey man, all I need food and a ticket, and I'm there, man.
Not even a ticket, man. Just come through the gate.
I'll be glad to hop up there. I need some air conditioning, Wesley. So, but I'll be
hot as hell in August.
Man.
Be hot as hell in August, no doubt. Well, I know that we'll have Eric Brennan and Blake McCandless, I think, and James
Pike.
Man,
they're scrubs, man. No way. I was just playing. Those guys are some of the best in the business, and that is going to be an absolute loaded booth with you and Blake and what was the other one? Eric, is it? Eric
Brennan. Yes, sir.
Eric
Blake
Brennan.
McCandless and James Pike. Yep.
Sorry about that, y'all. I get the names mixed up, but I definitely know their voices.
Lights off on the pace car. We'll get ready for a restart. That wraps up another FWM caution flag. Again, don't forget. I'm sorry, that wraps up another Blue Line soft wash caution flag. The FWM green flag 4-wide motorsports finale tomorrow night for Arca East as we go back to green. Virtual AI Slinger Nationals on Wednesday, all coming up this week as we come back to green on the restart in the CRN restart zone. The green flag waves presented by FWM, and we got 15 remaining here at Hickory, and aggression at its finest. Nice, Carter, Farmer pulling away. It's like a law firm here in Hicktown. They're in the top three, coming off four.
Oh, yeah, the gloves are off now, Wesley. Everybody's pushing for everything they got, and you can see Stephen Luttrell making some progress on the outside as well, on the outside lane, going by a couple of guys. I'm not sure if he's got enough time to make it up here with the leaders or not, but you can never tell, when a scuffle may turn nasty here.
Patience. Aiden Neese trying to kick the door down in the LFRL. Scratches Kitchen Parkway entry.
Man, they are
right now up in front. They are nose to tail.
Sorry.
They are. Well, they are, Tracy. You're right, man. And how about Aiden telling us that a few weeks ago, Tracy, that Scratch Kitchen was the place he worked at when he was young, where he works at, promoting his business, promoting his job.
That's loyalty right there to Wesley. That's a company man. I like that.
Sir.
Being a business owner myself.
And that, of course, is Eastern Technical Designs. By the way, during football season on CRN, you'll be able to hear their commercials as well as maybe if we'll go off the air tonight. Been a quick night tonight. About to wrap up 32 minutes of feature race time, and we're under 9 to go here in the Freedom 125.
Yes, sir. These guys are good, Wesley. I mean, everybody in this field every one of them are just good drivers. And, you know, it's kind of a roll of the dice as who's going to take the checkered flag. You know, Justin Brooks took a few for us. But, I mean, he's in a different zip code. As far as the rest of the field goes, you can just never tell. And I'm here to tell you, you know, with 6 to go, I still wouldn't rule out Tanner. I'm not sure if Aiden is saved enough or not, but, you know, early on, he was wearing those tires, and when they go bad, it only takes a couple of laps, and the next thing you know, you're headed straight to the wall.
Gotta wonder if Tanner Carter is hungry to get back in victory lane in that 00 machine, obviously. Hey, by the way, next week, we're going to Martinsville. A paperclip Dash for Cash starts as well. As the laps wind down, Aiden Neese trying to hold off the light of Carter and Farmer. Under 5 to go.
Oh, and now Tanner Carter's catching some heat from Landon Farmer.
At the battle for second.
Oh,
Farmer
man.
and the corner. Bump and run. Got him sideways up the hill out of 4. I think they saved it. We stay green.
There we go. Oh,
and
man.
There's the caution. Son of a biscuit. Scratch's Kitchen ain't won yet. Still got a little dough left to bake in the batter. As with 3 laps to go, Farmer and Carter get together. Carter saved it, and then he stalled it below the start-finish line.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
That's one of those little racing deals, you know what I mean? Where Landon, he's got to go. Maybe Tanner was losing just a little bit, and I don't know. The only thing I can say is maybe Landon was trying to move him and kind of ease him up the track with only a few laps to go. But we're only going to have one attempt at a green-white checker. So
Landon Berman's chiming in, and he said his tire did blow. So that's what I was thinking, Tracy, that it was either the tire blew or the throttle hung. Something went wrong on the car. It was a tire going down, equalizing on the Burbage car. That's why he got badly damaged. All right, here we go. One attempt only. And by the way, Tracy, this is the 2nd consecutive week now that we've had an overtime finish for the series.
Yes, sir. Like I was telling you, Wesley, you know, these guys bring the heat, man, and it's exciting every single week. And if you look at those guys running on the apron, I'm not sure if they're trying to cool off their tires or if they're actually trying to conserve fuel. But that is one other thing, you know, we're in overtime right now, so hopefully they got enough fuel during their pit stop to be able to make these last few laps.
Coming back to the green flag. Neese and Farmer. Side by side. Latrell and Carter. Anybody for the taking. Green flag, restart of your life. And the Community Radio Network restart zone as the green flag flies.
Oh, and there's
presented by FWM, and they're 3 wide from second. They're coming to the W Energy, 1 to go.
And there's
final time.
He's made it up to second.
He got around them both. And now Farmer and Carter going at it again. Almost in the wall. Latrell to P2. They're sideways. Carter, Farmer corrects, and Aiden Neese wins here at the Freedom 125 in Hickory. Overtime puts Aiden Neese at all. Not in correcting. Tippers boiling on the back straightaway. Landon, Farmer, and Carter might be ready to throw haymakers at one another also.
Well, I was going to try to get a quick replay, but let's see if we can't get back up here live. With the leader.
Goodness.
In case, yeah, there we go. Okay. I didn't want to miss his burnout. I've got to hand it to Aiden. That was a spectacular drive, especially the way it was before the stage break, you know, with the issues they had and everything.
Look at Aiden Neese celebrating. finally breaking through in victory lane. Burning it down, Aiden Neese in the 24. You guys got to be happy, not taking anything away from the phenomenal jobs that Justin Brooks have done. But for round 5, he does not show up. It is Aiden Neese, who has been wanting to win in a while. The Scratch Kitchen Parkway entry finally breaks through in a victory lane for the Leadfoot Racing League of season number 3. Checkered flag, and here's a look at the results here tonight at Hickory. By the way, thanks again to W Energy, proud sponsor of the W Energy 1 to Go. Mention W Energy in the LFRL and check out for 10% off on your, or 15% off on your order. Aiden Neese will pick up the win over Stephen Luttrell. Third place will, of course, go to the driver of Landon Farmer. We will talk to those drivers in post-race coming up. Of course, in fourth place, Stephen Luttrell, just battling hard as he could there at the end of the race at the finish there. I think you're showing the starting grid for our audience, Tracy. Not the results. My apologies.
Oh, no. That was my fault. I'm glad
Aiden
you
Neese,
saw
Stephen Luttrell, Landon Farmer. Those are your top 3. Jeffrey Comer, 4th. Tanner Carter will finish in the top 5. Then it's going to be the driver of Matthew Fastnot, Landon Burbage, multiple laps down, along with Bruce Pearson, who had issues with weather and hell, knocking power out in Denver. Unable to finish the race. Justin Brooks was not able to show up, and it is another first-time winner. 2 different winners now in 5 races, and that is the driver of Aiden Neese. And now you're caught back up. We're going to take a break, and when we return, we will go to the podium. We will grab the top 3, and I got a feeling, Tracy, that some of these interviews in post-race are going to be very interesting.
They will be, Wesley, and I know there's a couple of happy people right now for sure. So, hey, we'll check them out when we come back.
Back here at Hickory, the Freedom 125 presented by Eastern Technical Designs is concluded. Welcome back to our coverage of the Leadfoot Racing League. Don't forget next week, Dash for Cash at Martinsville. That'll be a wild one on the paperclip action short track. Aiden Neese joins us in Victory Lane. Finally, got you one, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, I know Justin wasn't here, and I know that's been like the Pied Piper, the arch nemesis of the season, maybe. But you've come so close to winning in the series, but you had some really good competitors here tonight. Your take of that race this evening.
Well, it was good up in front. I mean, I had really no issues with anyone. I mean, even when the O2 passed me clean. And, I don't know what happened behind me. I just saw a huge wreck behind me, so I cannot say if the race was not great in the back of the field, but the race up in the field was really good, all very respectful. So, yeah.
Well, I will tell you that there was a little post-rage activity on the backstretch between Tanner Carter, Landon Farmer, and Jeffrey Comer. And obviously, Landon Farmer has elected and decided at his own right and discretion to not do post-race interviews, and he is not here to talk about third place. So right now, Aiden, obviously, a win here with Rick, with Justin not showing up, and obviously I don't want to put more salts in a wound. He's not officially an active member because he hasn't paid membership fees. I think this has got to be a pretty good race to put you up into the top of the points. It's got to be.
Hopefully, Langley sucked. So, yeah, I hope it is. But the rest of the races on the schedule, I'm very confident in. So, and I'll just take Langley at the drop.
Well, Aiden, I want to ask you a question here. This is Tracy Brown, by the way. I noticed up before the stage break there that you were really painting the wall pretty hard with the right front. And I'm not really sure if you were, I don't know, having handling problems or something like that. And I also noticed that you were kind of scraping the wall a little bit after the stage break as well. But were you kind of pacing yourself there? Do you think you wore your tire out a little too fast before the stage break, or were you just letting it all hang out before the stage break?
The stage break, yeah. I scuffed the wall and got wheel damage, which interestingly enough, I did it also again, which I don't actually know how because I hit it. I didn't even hit it on my screen. I just see the contact. The next thing I hear is you have wheel damage. So I don't know what happened on my end. But I mean, first ones, yeah, I kind of just pushed it 40 laps. I wanted to see what the tire wear was like, especially since I was watching everyone during practice, seeing how much they're turning in compared to how much I'm turning in. And I was like, okay, I could probably go hard the first 40 laps, see how much of a progression I can get, and then bring it down. So, yeah, I mean, before it, obviously did a little too much. After the fact, I backed it down, got passes when I needed to, and I think the moment I passed the O2, that's where I kind of just pushed it out a little bit to get like about a second of space. I can't think of the word for it at the moment. And I just backed myself down from there, just clean laps every single run. I was kind of hoping there was no caution, but it looked like I didn't even need it anyway. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. I didn't know which side you were going to be on there as far as wanting a caution or hoping one wouldn't come out. But I do have to sort of owe you an apology here because I was picking Tanner Carter because after what I saw or the way that you were running before the stage break, I just didn't think that you would be able to put it together from that point on and be able to hold it out front for the entire race. So I just want to tell you congratulations. You did a great job there, and you certainly surprised me, but you're fast every single week, so it shouldn't be a surprise at all. But I just want to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, Aiden, before I let you go, man, please thank your sponsors, and we'll see what you do at Martinsville next week, sir.
Yeah, thank you to Scratch Kitchen by Ghostface and Parker Grading. Finally got the win in a league as a whole, so I'll take it. Same with Caterpillar, and hopefully we can get another one.
There you go. Aiden Neese finally in victory lane. Pretty good victory and a point stay. I think this could put him up in the propellant of the ladder towards the Season 3 championship with that number 24, picking up the victory. Stephen Luttrell, going to be good to talk to you. Finally, runner-up spot in the 36. It got wild there in that overtime finish. Your take of being the runner-up tonight in the 36 ride, sir.
Well, I really got lucky with some of those yellows. Put me up there, and get me in place because some of these guys in the back they were not easy to pass. They made it very tough on me, but the yellows landed our way. We were able to fight with green, white, checkered, and I don't know how, but with 70% of my right front tire gone, I was able to hold them off and get the second. It feels good. Should be a good points night for us.
I'll tell you what, man. Obviously, the craziness happened behind you. You just kind of scattered away from them, right? Like when a roach sees the light cut on and dart away from all of the chaos coming off of turn 4. What was your take of watching all this happen on that overtime restart at the white flag there, Steven?
Oh man, we were side by side. I think we were 3 wide just for a second or two in turn 1 or 2. I got down into turn 2 on the next lap, looked in my mirror, and it was clear. And I just, oh, thank you. And I just tried to put together just a clean lap and don't wreck the thing. So I knew my right front was gone.
Well,
A good solid run for you, man. Go ahead, Tracy.
Steven, I just wanted to, just say, how good does it feel to finally be able to get one of these things and to be able to finish like you've kind of reach the full potential of your car and your driving ability, because there's been several races here where you've kind of drawn the short straw, if you will, when it comes to car contact.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to get through a race without getting wrecked. The very beginning of the race, my headset went blank for a few seconds, so I had to drive through the pits to not bring a yellow out. Went a lap down. Like I said, yellows came my way. Didn't get wrecked. Everybody raced clean, hard but clean, and it feels good to be up here. Just need to get one more position, and we'll be really happy.
Well, I just got one more question for you. So I saw you really coming on strong there at the end, and I noticed you were kind of passing a few cars on the outside. Had you been saving that entire green flag run, looking to kind of give it one last shot in the final laps going to the checkered?
No, I wish I was that smart, but no, I wasn't. I was giving her the beans, as they say, the whole time. Green to checkered was just all out as far as I could push the thing.
I'll tell you what, Steven, great chatting with you, man. Before I do let you go, sir, please thank your sponsors. We'll see you next week at Martinsville.
For sure. I just got to thank my family, my mom, my dad, my wife, my kids, and grandson Mason. I'm sure he's watching. Hey, Mason, we got second. Thanks.
There you go. Steven Luttrell right there, the 36, finishing on the number 2 spot. And the 26 of Landon Farmer has refused post-race interviews, but Jeffrey Comer would be the next in line for interview. He finishes 4th, and I think this is going to be interesting. Jeffrey, your take of the race tonight at Hickory, and try to keep it PG if you can.
Well, I mean, we actually finished 3rd, by the way. We wasn't 4th. We actually finished 3rd. But it was definitely a interesting race for as few cars as we had.
I got you. I'm sorry. Timon had scored and saying that Landon Farmer finished 3rd, so I didn't. Yeah.
Huh.
But anyhow, it got pretty crazy out there, though. You guys racing at the finish. Your take of what happened there?
We just got crashed early on. Got a couple laps down. Luckily, cautions fell our way and got back on the lead lap. And I hated to go 3 wide right there on the last lap, especially with my nephew up there on the outside. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to send it in here and hopefully I don't crash him. And luckily, we all made it through there. And it was a fun race all in all, though. But congrats to Aiden. He did a hell of a job. I really thought he was going to burn his stuff up, but he did a great job on it.
Well, let me ask you this, Jeffrey. You just piqued my interest. Who exactly is your nephew? I wasn't aware that we had more kinfolks in here in this series.
Oh yeah, Tanner Carter is actually my nephew. That's my sister's youngin.
Oh, okay. I did not realize that. So,
yes, sir.
After everything that happened, you seem to be, I don't know, pretty calm about it, I guess. So, do you not feel like you were the victim of any kind of aggression here, or do you just think that was just like a racing incident that was going on?
I mean, at the beginning when we got crashed, I just felt like somebody drove in, just was driving a little over their head for the time in the race that we were at. But it is what it is. I mean, like everybody says, I mean, I know it's racing, but at the end of the day, it's just a game. We didn't tear nothing up. It doesn't cost any money to fix these things, so we're just in here to have fun.
I wish there were more iRacers that had the mentality that you have, no doubt, man, for sure. Because some people, they just get butt hurt and it's like an all out war. I was talking to another network about that earlier this afternoon. So, and obviously good hard racing at the end between Farmer, Comer, and Carter and Fast On. And can I say this as well? Am I right, Jeffrey? When it comes down to the end of the race, last lap overtime, you're going to see some tempers flare. This is short track racing.
Right, exactly. I think that was what it was. It's just like I said, we all race hard and we all try to race clean. And at the end of, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all in fun. It's a game. It's racing. It's just again, nobody gets hurt when they in these things crashing. We all here just to have a good time.
Jeffrey, got to ask you this question: how different was the racing tonight without Justin Brooks here?
I wish he'd stay his ass at home. No, I'm lying. I mean, as good as that guy, he is unreal good, and you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get any better unless you race people like that. At the end of the day,
Well, Bud, before we let you go, please thank your sponsors.
I just do thank Tricked Out Decals, Steel Graphics and Designs. Again, my nephew Tanner, I'm sorry to him for taking him 3 wide like that, and thank you guys for doing all that you do. I know y'all had a lot going on this week, getting your cables stolen and all that stuff by the crackheads, and I hated to hear all that.
Yeah, you don't hear that every day.
Not me. I just had to announce races everywhere. But the producer has gone through hell.
I've never heard of that.
Copper wire, man. I didn't know that, man. The copperheads. The crackhead copperheads.
That's crazy.
Yeah. You don't hear that every day. That's for sure.
No, absolutely not. But thank you guys for doing all that you do. Y'all work y'all's asses off on this stuff, and we really do enjoy it.
Could you imagine Ron Burgundy doing an iRacing news report about the crackhead copperhead stealing copperheads? I do not believe you. Wow, that just got serious.
Well, Jeffrey, I just wanted to say, just pass it along, as being one of the co-owners here, just appreciate you guys showing up, you and Tanner. I know that we've swapped some paint in the past, but I always enjoy you guys showing up here and running these races with us. It's just so much fun. And tonight it was an absolute blast and fun to watch from behind my computer screen as well. Even though we only had like 8 guys, I think it was still a very exciting race.
Oh yeah, it was, and I can't wait to have y'all back out here. Y'all are fun to race with.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's time to get him out of the booth, right?
Exactly.
No, I got nothing but love. I got nothing but love for Tracy Brown. Hopefully Cody gets to feeling better. Jacob's got a baby on the way. Scott Shive, where are you? Pardon the pun. He's MIA. And obviously, no. Scott did Sobo, and he's got school in Mississippi and some other things going on. So hopefully he'll be back with us very, very soon. But, pardon the pun. Thank goodness everybody is not in a glass case of emotion. Ron Burgundy quote. But Tracy, always a fun pleasure. Honor working with you, my friend. Your final take of tonight at Hickory. We get ready for next week at Martinsville. That'll be even wilder.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I just want to say thanks again, Wesley, for carrying me through the night. It's obviously a pleasure to work with a professional like yourself. I'm as you see on your screen right here, I'm a color announcer in training, trying to do my best. And as long as I can stay away from Jake Reeves, I'll work really hard on my southern accent and see if I can get it away. But if I'm ever in the booth with that guy, I'll fall right back in there with him. And it'll be a mess. It'll be a redneck broadcast for sure. But anyway, I want to say congratulations to him. I hope that Scott is okay. I sort of did this little graphic here as a dig to him there because I haven't heard from him in a while, but I know he's got a lot going on with school broadcast in South Boston, and oh man, there's no telling what else he's got going on. But anyway, as far as the race goes, just like I was telling Jeffrey, I can't help it. There was only 8 cars here, but man, any one of these guys could have won that race, and every one of them are great drivers. and I'm not going to say I'm a late model connoisseur, but I'm pretty close to it, man. You know, I can tell when people know what they're doing with these cars, and these guys brought a show tonight, and I don't think it could have got any better with only 8 cars here. So I'm tickled.
Yeah. And I'm sorry to cut you off there, but I was going to say sometimes it comes down to quality versus quantity, right? Right, Tracy?
Absolutely.
So, you know, sometimes you can have a 30-car field and it's just green caution. And obviously that makes people like FWM and Blue Line Soft Wash very happy. But at the end of the day, we thank our sponsors, but you want to see a really good race. You want to see a competitive race. You want to watch bumping, banging, side by side, 3 wide. Maybe there's a little tempers flaring at the end with an overtime finish for the second week in a row, but obviously it had all of the great ingredients to make a perfect batter for a race here tonight. Though it wasn't the Justin Brooks show, as he's dominated the first 4 weeks, not here tonight. Remember, he's not a member. He's not paid his membership yet. There's a big asterisk on his name, meaning that if he doesn't pay within, I think, this race, he's not eligible for the national points at the end of the LFRL Season 3, and this catapults Aiden Neese and Luttrell and other guys to climb the ladder and make a push possibly towards a championship. Martinsville coming up next week, but to add into your segue and closing, Tracy, quality versus quantity, I think we were treated our audience or replay audience to an amazing race here tonight for the last 45 minutes.
Absolutely, Wesley. And, I don't think, well, like I was saying, with only 8 cars here, I don't think you could have asked for a better race. We had great racing. The guys still mixed it up a little bit and, gave us a little cautions and especially some drama there at the end with the green-white checkered. So it's hard to ask for any more, in my opinion, from what I like to see on these cars. So I was tickled to death.
By the way, I said 45 minutes, time of race, 39 minutes, 29 seconds when the checkered flag fell here tonight.
These guys are fast, man. These guys are fast.
Yes, sir. It was a good show, man. I was very excited, very happy with it when it was all said and done. Again, the victory going to the driver of Aiden Neese. Big thanks to all the sponsors that make it happen for the Leadfoot Racing League. Eastern Technical Design, of course, FWM, which is 4 Wide Motorsports TV. Don't forget their ARCA East finale is tomorrow night. I believe it's Bristol. Am I right? Is it Bristol, Tracy? Bristol?
Yes, it is. That's my understanding.
I'm trying to keep up with it. I would like to do some more stuff maybe one day with the 4 Wide Motorsports TV, and we've chatted a little bit, or FWM, we've chatted about it. I used to do their 4 Wide Media or 4 Wide Motorsports late model stock series that they had on Thursday night before it kind of dissipated. Hopefully they'll get something going again. I think Cody was telling me they're trying to, but obviously successfully the 4 Wide Motorsports ARCA East Championship will be decided tomorrow night at Bristol, baby. Blue Line Soft Wash, our caution sponsor. Thanks again to Tricked Out Decals for the Pole Award. 213 Simware. W Energy, the one to go sponsor. The Community Radio Network, Restart Zone, and of course you can listen on the radio in the Carolinas at wearecrn.com worldwide at 87.9 FM in the Smithfield, Selma, and Kinley Clayton area. We are CRN.com and Tar River Environmental. And before we go, do you have it for us, Tracy? What is the Tar River Environmental, yes, sir, moment of the race? What highlight do you think sticks out for that tonight?
Yeah, Wesley, I'm still a producer in training too. I don't think I noted that on the screen. I'm going to have to pick it on up a little bit there, I think.
Can we just go back to the last restart? Because in my opinion, the chaos and craziness that happened at Virtual Hickory on the last lap off of turn number 4, coming to the white flag, in my opinion, right here, this final shootout, right here, is the Tar River Environmental, yes, sir, moment of the race. Yes, sir, for Aiden Neese, as he's able to hold them off. And yes, sir, as it was a big heated battle coming to the white flag for second place there, Tracy.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that. They were battling it out for second, and I really thought they were going to bring the heat and give Aiden Neese something for the checker flag. But, only so many cars can fit around these corners here, side by side.
So the yes sir moment of the race is going to that finish right there. And that highlights presented by Tar River Environmental. Hey, I really enjoyed hanging out with Jordan Black a little bit this weekend at this week at Caraway. Seeing also Parker Eatman. He competed in the Cars Tour event at the Caraway Speedway. Their next race will be a pro late model event at Hickory, ironically. Me and Kip Childress were talking about that this upcoming Saturday. You can check it out on Flow Racing. And don't forget about the big late model stock car race coming up in August at the birthplace of NASCAR stars. No doubt about it. Remember, next week we're at Martinsville. And, of course, we could not do it without the thanks of the amazing audience, all of our sponsors, everybody that works with us. Thank you so much. And, of course, the series presented by Eastern Technical Design. 5 more details. Get signed up for Season 4 or even Season 3. So we still got about the second half of the season remaining at LFRL. That's the Leadfoot Racing League, or Elevated TV on Discord and social media. For Cody Demers, who is still recovering from his Thunder Roadster crash, concussion at Winchester, in good spirits, he's doing better. Of course, for my buddies Scott Shive, Jacob Reeves, got a baby, MIA. Next week, we might have to put Scott Shive on a milk carton and missing. We're going to have to track him down at APB for our buddy from Mississippi. And everybody else we have the privilege to work with. Thank you to Tracy Brown, the announcer in training / producer. I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you for joining us. Good night. Congratulations to Ada Nice winning here at the Freedom 125, as that is about to wrap up Independence Day weekend 2025. Don't forget, 4Wide Motorsports Monday finale, ARCA East at Bristol. Wednesday night, the AI Slinger Nationals, Slinger Super Speedway. Tracy, myself, Cody, we're going to call that one. And you never know what else we got around the corner. Stay tuned. Iracing on Elevated TV and the LFRL. Good night, everybody.